Bladesmith series, and at last we have the Serpentine, a Jonathan Styles design, over 3 inches on the blade, 3.47 to be exact, M390 blade with a satin finish, titanium and blue rich light handles, and a frame lock. Now, if you like the Militaur, which everybody does, the Militaur is one of my favorite Kizer knives of all times. Also, of course, a Jonathan Styles design. This one is kind of like the very, close cousin or a brother from another mother, if you would, because it has his DNA all throughout the knife design. So we'll get to that in a second. We have a sticker, we have additional hardware, which again, Kizer does a really good job, including additional hardware with older knives, wiping cloth, and some paperwork. But here we go. Hope you guys are just as excited as I am because, ooh, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the Serpentine. Oh, man, oh, man. Guys, this is an elegant folder right here. Talk about classy lines, very elegant. This thing is looking sweet. I really hope Kizer is doing a huge restock of these, because I think last I saw they sold out pretty fast. So hopefully they have some new inventory available. Again, I'll have links to all these down below so you guys can check them out. Prices, availability, and variants. But for starters, I mean, if you cover this part and you have me guess who designed this knife, I will tell you right off the bat, that is Jonathan Styles. All day, every day, that is his design language, with some sort of inlay with this little bit here and showing the actual handle and the inlay. Like, that's just what he does. I love that. And this one really looks nice because we have the titanium and the blue rich light insert. Makes it pop. We have a titanium pocket clip as well. So this one's going to be pretty lightweight. And it's going to be a bolster lock. All right, we have the very iconic triangular opening hole in the front flipper. And we even have some jimping going all the way throughout. That rich light backspacer, matching blue. And let's just go ahead and get it deployed, right? Bam. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Holy smokes. The Serpentine is looking sexy, right? Take a look at this thing. I'm going to set it down for a second. Beautiful drop point blade. If you recall, the Militaur also had a very nice drop point blade. This one is kind of like a slight variation with a little bit more of a dramatic drop instead of a more kind of a straight drop in a way. You still got plenty of belly there. It is going to be, I want to say almost a full flat grind, but not quite. Satin finish on this one. There are other variants available that you can choose from. And we are looking at M390 steel. So good, solid, premium steel, high tier steel, to match a very high tier premium design. Very elegant, very timeless, if you would, right? We could fast forward 100 years from now. This still look like a really solid, good looking knife. We could go back 100 years and this still looks like a very nice, classy, solid, iconic knife design lines, if you know what I mean. Now, we do have that bolster lock with a steel insert for steel on steel contact. Looks like we have a solid contact right there. We're looking at about maybe 25-30%. That's good. A little bit of access here from the show side. A very accentuated cutout, right? Mostly for your index finger. We'll check the ergos in a second. But for sure, it's going to be very nice and easy to disengage. Oh yeah, that feels really solid there. Very comfortable to do. And out of the box, right? Pretty drop shotty, to say the least. Check that out. Oh, come on now. Sign me up. Thumb stud deployment feels good. That's at least 2 different deployment methods there. And the third one, of course, good old front flipper. And this is a sweet front flipper. We have jimping here for days. It actually goes all the way around, just what we like, right? Just the kind of sauce that we like from a front flipper. So we could do the reach around. There we go. That works nice. Actually, that was the side of the index finger. There we go. Now this is the reach around. That also works pretty good. Now, of course, just like any frame lock or bolster lock, you don't want to put pressure on the lock bar itself and you should be okay. But yeah, all deployment options pretty solid. The acoustics, take a listen. Pretty snappy acoustics if you ask me. And pretty good detent experience. Very solid detent, not too soft, not too stiff. Definitely gets the work done. And at last, I'm just going to give it a quick wipe here. We got some oils on the blade and stuff like that. Let's just go ahead and get that cleared out. But here we go. Moment of truth. Checking the ergos, right? If you put your index finger on the curvature, right, and all of the fingers follow suit, that's your hammer grip. We have handle here for days, right? With my average size hands, I'm able to accommodate. And we don't have a dedicated finger choil, but we have this flat portion here. And that also works good. We can forward choke if we need to and get some work done that way. Take a look at that. That feels really good on hand. Extended jimping. So if you're back here, there, anywhere, you should be able to get at the jimping from any point. That's also nice and welcome there. And the pocket clip actually feels pretty comfortable. It's actually nice and elegant. Not reversible, right, for lefties. That's just a decision they made because it is a bolster lock. So I'm not sure if they are thinking of making lefty versions, but made a sacrifice there, I'm thinking, because preserving the show side, pristine show side, even though they have made reversible versions in the past. I'm thinking of the Veritas. The Veritas had a very elegant filler tab as well, so they could do it. I'm not sure why they didn't, if it was a design level or designer level decision or a Kizer decision. But again, not a deal breaker, it's just an observation to point out to you guys. So again, yeah, ergos are solid, no issues there whatsoever. And a pretty slicey blade there with the flat grind. That's looking hot. We do have milling on the inside for weight reduction. So even though we have the cutouts for the rich light inserts, we still have milling on the inside. So it definitely feels like a pretty lightweight knife, to say the least. Hope you guys really enjoyed this one. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one, either this one or this one. Peace.